The Boston Celtics, they've done it. They've gone up 3-1 in the first round of the 2025 NBA playoffs. Never in doubt, a nice, comfortable 9-point victory. They even covered the spread here at the end of the game. Jake Eisenberg, Wayne Spooney, first the floor, joined by Sam LaFrance from How About Them Celtics. Spooney, how are we feeling?
Dude, this series has taken years off my life. We probably are going to win it in 5, and this is the most stressful 5-game series I've ever been a part of. It's just so difficult, everything. And, like, Paolo was not very good tonight, but, it feels like every time he touches the ball, it's dangerous. Franz hasn't missed a floater since game 1. Like, some of the stuff they're getting to go down, it's like, man, how did they make that? But then also you look at the stats and they shot 43% and 27% from 3. And it's like, that doesn't feel like how well they were shooting. And it also felt like we couldn't score, but we outshot them. It's just a mess. I'm all over the place. Like, I'm a complete puddle watching this series. But 3-1, dude, can't beat it. 95% of teams up 3-1 win.
There we go. Sam LaFrance, how we doing?
Happy the game's over. I have a headache. It was too stressful. I said it on the playback stream to Spooney. He agreed with me. I was like, are they really going to lose this game? And it turns out they were not going to lose this game. Porzingis comes out the timeout, catches an alley-oop, makes a veteran move, misses the layup, gets his own miss, gets fouled for an and one. Just smart to get an extra point on that. Overall, I think they did a good job of winning an ugly game, and that's a good thing to have on their resume going forward.
Man. They have won 3 ugly games. I guess game 1 was slightly prettier because they actually pushed the lead out to 17. That's the one game so far where it's gotten into that 7-8 point lead range, and it feels like we're able to step on the throat, and they did it. You have to credit the Magic for continuing to hit back here, but at the same time, it does feel like it's self-inflicted for at least half of the runs that the Magic are coming back on. I think it was the second quarter. Celtics are up by 8, and Jaylen's making a break for it in transition, throws a pass to Derrick White that is off target, and from that moment, the Magic go on like a 10-0 run in 90 seconds, and the Celtics are down 2 as opposed to being up in that 10-12 avalanche range, and that seems to be the story of the series, but you stick with it. I thought defensively, they were like really fucking good in that second half. And the Magic just could not generate stuff. This was like a microcosm of the matchup. It's like the maths should just win out. The Celtics offense is better, like good enough against this Magic defense that it should just lead to them winning by 8, 9, 10 points every game. And 3 out of 4 times that's been true.
Yeah, dude, part of that run, too, it was when Jaylen got his pocket picked in the backcourt by KCP because he was just being super lackadaisical. You just can't, you cannot gift the Magic free points. They're going to have trouble. Keep them in the half court. Nothing stupid. We had a couple more, just horrible passes and live ball turnovers where there's just no reason for it. And you're just basically keeping the Magic in the game because once you get it to 17, the Magic are going to have a very, very difficult time clawing back from that. They, if it's 8-7, that's basically 2-3 possession game. 17 for this Magic team is basically a hill they cannot climb. So it's so imperative to open up those big leads, and every single time they push it, the Magic come right back, mostly and often off Celtics turnovers. But man, they gutted it out. I thought, you said it, the second half they were better, especially I thought the fourth quarter, the defense down the stretch was incredible. Horford was everywhere. He had 5 blocks. What a monster. So they finally kind of figured it out at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, this was going to be a defensive series. Yeah, Spooney, see if you can turn yourself up just a little bit here.
Is that better?
Yeah, I reckon that's good to go.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the key to this series is play solid defensively, get stops, and try and generate as much as you can in transition. Paolo had 31 points tonight on 32 shots. That's a massive win. And that's really been the story of the series is that his efficiency and Franz's efficiency, 24 points on 22 shots, they can't like they finally came back to earth, specifically Paolo from 3 a little bit. Paolo still shot above his head 33% compared to his season long 32% from 3. But you make them play over the top and shoot those mid-range jump shots. Franz, if you have to try and keep him away from the basket. Yeah. His touch from that short mid-range area is electric. I almost feel better about my Franz over Paolo take still, but the problem is I say almost because Franz's 3-point shot is fucking broken, dude. Like that thing is janky as hell. But it's I thought defensively, dude. And like for a guy that shoots so well from the free throw line, it doesn't make sense that his 3-point shot's that broken. But defensively, I thought everybody played really solid on those guys, making them shoot over the top, and that's the key to breaking these things open. Yeah. The turnovers, we had 10. 7 of them came in the second quarter. So if you just keep that from happening, this series is going to be over in 2 days.
You know what's remarkable is like the Celtics only lost one quarter in this game. It was the third quarter they lost 27-26. They won the second quarter despite having 7 turnovers. And I think just to build on what you guys were talking about earlier, Spoonie specifically talking about like, and they can't get the lead over 7. Like they just couldn't balloon it. They did a really great job of punching back when Orlando would push back from the balloon. They would deflate the balloon, and the Celtics would keep puffing, and they would try and blow the game up as much as they could. I respect them. They didn't break like they did in Game 3. Game 3, they broke. Today, they did not break, and that is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, they are, their worst quarter of the season away from this being a sweep at this point, but hey, we'll take 3-1, I guess.
Yeah, real quick on Franz, 5 to 9 feet, so short floater range. Like 45% from there is good. 55 is like elite. Guess what Franz is shooting from there for the series going into tonight? They don't have tonight's numbers yet.
63?
75.
73.
Holy shit, dude. What does he shoot? I don't know if you can find it for his...
he had a couple big ones over KP last game.
Dude, he's been unreal. The shots that he's been hitting over KP reminds me of that. Remember that Amen Thompson floater that he hit over KP when the Rockets came to Boston? It was like, it felt like Kobe, yeah. Don't say that if you're Jason Tatum, but if you're Amen Thompson, that's fine. He's
at 43% for the season, by the way. So, like, those are the lines there. Like, Franz misses one of those a game, 2 of those a game. Like, this is just an entirely different series. So his finishing is nuts, but like
Nemhard type shit.
Yeah, it is Nemhard type shit. It felt like, like Sam, you were saying, it felt like they let go of the rope in that fourth quarter, 94-94. And then from that point on, essentially, they kind of dominated this game. And I thought the offense feels like maybe they started to find some cracks in this Magic defense. Like they didn't make a lot of shots, but Derrick missed a couple wide open threes. Al missed every 3 he took. Those were wide open. Tatum had some pull-ups that you think go down on another day. So I'm hoping Game 5 is just like, see ya guys. Like we figured you out. Is a 30-point blowout.
Yeah, Tatum, I thought looked the most comfortable he'd looked so far. I know that he got the 3-ball really going in the first half of last game, but I thought he struggled in the second half when he was isolating on guys. It felt like he had a step, and then he was ending up not trusting the step and ending up with a really difficult mid-range shot. He missed some mid-ranges that went in and out and that I liked today. I thought that his separation on all of his shot attempts tonight was night and day compared to the second half of Game 3. So I think you're right, Spoonie. Like he had that in and out pull-up 3 that he missed in the corner over Wendell Carter. He obviously finishes with a great kind of true shooting because of the free throws. But I think, Tatum looked a lot more comfortable tonight. And it was 91-91 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds. And then the Celtics pushed it to 101-92 with 2 minutes and 19. So that 2-minute run, they finally were like, okay, we got the separation. That was the biggest lead of the game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And thinking back to last year's playoff series, right? I mean, the Celtics did not take a lot of threes by their standard today. They ended up with 31 total takes on the game. But when they were losing games last year, like losing those game 2s, and it was head-scratching losses, it was because they were getting played off of the three-point line. And Orlando has been a team that has committed to that all season long, going into the series is something Jack and I discussed quite a bit on HBTC, and the Celtics are having to adjust to that. The offense hasn't been as highly powered as it has been all season, but today they were clearly from the beginning coming out swinging, going out, trying to create those 3-point looks. And I think it really benefited them late in the day because it started to open up the floor. They weren't just pigeonholed into doing whatever Orlando wanted them to do, which was really good.
Yeah, I think the Zach Lowe hit on this after game one about it's really more about free throw rate in this series because the pace is so absurdly low. So the raw numbers are a little misleading. But I do think we did a better job of hunting free throws. So about like, I don't know, 40% of our shots were threes, which is low for us. We're usually around 50%. But Orlando is, you're right, Sam, totally selling out to get us off the 3-point line. And at times I feel like that's given us trouble. But tonight, and I think especially Tatum, just started like putting his head down, splitting the pick and roll, going strong, getting to his mid-range jumper. Like, I think we have to adjust what an efficient night is in this series because like 10 of 25 doesn't feel efficient. But for what this series is, like, that's good. You know what I mean? Like, it's just such a slog. It's so difficult. We're getting hacked every possession. I will take 10 to 25 from Jason Tatum. And I think really his sort of the purposeful way he hunted his shots tonight was lovely to see. And I think ended up essentially winning us this game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I underrated the Magic defense. I feel like the Celtics have done a pretty good job when outside of that one quarter in game 3, I feel like they've done a pretty good job. Like, it was always going to be a slog. Part of the calculus included having Drew Holiday on the team. So now this is the second game without Drew Holiday and having him available because like on both ends of the ball, but having his ability to punish some of those mismatches down low. Because KP apparently can't bully Gary Harris, but Drew Holiday I think can maybe give you a couple of those buckets there. But yeah, this Magic defense, like no matter which way you slice it, man, like they were awesome all year long. They were second in the NBA with Suggs missing most of the season, Paolo and France both missing like 6+ weeks each. So they have a defensive culture. And I like big picture playoff wise, it does kind of show you like if you've got an elite defense, you can really hang in the playoffs and drag this shit into the mud and hope that you can like steal games. But the reality is they don't quite have the offense to win a series against this Celtics team. We'll dive more into Kristaps Porzingis in the late night for sure, but are we driving him to Boston? We're unpacking his bags. He can stay for another night.
I think he's earned his welcome. He had a pretty good response game from being butt ass in game 3 to where everybody was calling for his head. Got going with the dunks. I think they found a way to use him and get him going and get his confidence up a little bit without him having to be overly physical, which is good. I would love to see more of the pick and slip from KP in game 5. I think it's the most effective way. He lives out the pick and slip.
Yeah. I felt like especially early, we were going to a lot of empty side stuff with KP running the pick and roll. And usually it was Derrick. The Magic adjusted. I think they started bringing help. So then we started running stuff from up top, especially in the second half. But I felt like that was a good opening adjustment that got us some easy looks. KP was okay today. I just think like he needs to do a better job of understanding when like this post up is going nowhere, so I just need to pass it instead of forcing it, because that one on Gary Harris where he posted up for like 9 seconds and then shot it and had absolutely no chance, like, dude, just give it up. And it's not totally on him because the entire team just stands there and watches him too. Like, I don't know, maybe come over and get a handoff from him, maybe set an off-ball screen and get movement while KP's posting up. Like, you're allowed to do that. We don't just have to watch him do it. So he had his moments, and I think down the stretch when he came back in on those 5 fouls, I thought defensively he was really good to end this game too.
I think keep the suitcases packed is correct. I think we're not making him get on the plane yet, but I think a bit of light the fire under him seems to have worked for game 4. So I think keep the pressure on there. Don't get too comfortable. Kristaps first half was really good. Second half, foul trouble throughout the game, obviously. That the 5th one I think that he picked up on France, like so much of what has made. I thought early in the series, game 1, he was awesome defensively, even game 2. But tonight, like the defending Franz at the rim, he's like side on, gets like half an arm up there. It's like we know what you are as a rim protector. So just do what you have been doing for the past 2 seasons as the Boston Celtics, at least defensively. I will say he had a really nice closeout on Wendell Carter late in the game in the corner where he didn't close out of control and led to a big stop. So good first half. I thought he kind of petered out in the second half. So to be determined for old KP.
Yeah, agreed.
I would say for people to bring suitcases to TD Garden for Game 5, but then I was like, actually, security would not appreciate that.
They got to be small and see-through.
Yes.
Yeah, put him in a Ziploc. Derrick White, you make a good point that he shot 50% from the field. And I think the biggest thing for me, 2 of 4 from 3. Like, he got some threes to go, and, like, we really need him to make shots because that will start to loosen up this Magic defense. And, like, the windows you have to shoot from 3 are really tight. And they almost like lure you into driving, and then they send crazy help. So you got to be really patient. But I just felt like defensively he got lost a few times. He got beat a few times. But I do think very, very late in the game he had several very nice defensive possessions. The rebounding, I get that you're kind of getting fouled some too, so it's tough. But I think KP, like a solid B+ performance for KP.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's fair. So you can't sneeze at 19 points on 14 shots in a series like this. Like, you need him. Jaylen Brown, tough first half, 3 for 11. Wasn't able to hit a 3-point shot tonight, but gave you 21. The rebounding I thought from him was huge. I didn't get a good feel for how he felt physically tonight. I thought there were moments where he looked good, some moments where maybe not as good, but he gave you 41 minutes, and I thought made a ton of big plays in the second half. Left that one mid-range jump shot short, but he continues to be a monster from the free throw line.
Yeah, go ahead, Sam.
He cost everything. We said it on the playback. What did it cost for Jaylen to make free throws? Everybody else being able to make free throws. But it's awesome that he's making them because, as we talked about, he's somebody who plays a physical style of basketball, loves to body at the free throw line, get those shots up where defenders may be in his landing space, maybe bumping him on the way up, where if he's going to get to the line, you need him to be able to make them down. And it's not something we've historically seen from him. This is a big revelation going into the playoffs. I wonder, like, what has clicked for Jaylen that he's all of a sudden a laser free throw shooter? I'm fine with it. I'm not questioning it. I'm very happy about it. But it's just the weirdest glow up I think I've ever seen.
We should probably stop talking about it, actually, now I'm thinking about it.
He sucks at free throws, historically, just in case the Jinx gods are listening. I'm a better I would make more, probably.
I would have gone 10 for 10, actually.
Yeah.
So, bum. Derrick White, Spoonie.
Real quick on Jaylen, I just thought he was really good on Paolo late too. It's like he had that one like blocking foul where it was like sort of half of a charge, half a block. It was the right call to be a block. And like after that point, it seemed like, oh, this is what I have to do against this guy. Cut him off. Okay, got it. And then he was really good. But yeah, Derrick, this has been sort of just like an up and down weird series for Derrick. But like tonight, he was awesome. He was just awesome. Like that one layup he had where he like faked the pass and then he wanted to kick out to Al and then he like somehow twisted and laid it in and he got a couple threes to go, missed some wide open ones, but what, like you can't expect him to shoot 70% from 3 every game. 7 assists, 7 boards. Like this was an incredible Derrick White game and we needed all of it.
I thought that like a lot of the buckets that he gave us were like, oh, thank fuck. Thank fuck, Derrick. Like really settling, run stopping or run extending type moments. Like he goes 2 for 6 from 3, but I wish that the rest of the team went 33% from 3, right? Like that's a good number. Threes. Yeah. Like those are great numbers at this point in this series. Like you'll take that. He's awesome, and he may have had like the block of the game or the play of the game where he had that block in transition where there's like 4 dudes, like Derrick White thing ever. He blocks it on one end, and I'm pretty sure we scored going back down the other end. And so I thought he was magnificent tonight. I'll be waiting for him back in Boston tonight.
The chocolates are there in the hotel room, Derrick.
All right, we should probably leave it there. Appreciate everybody. Well, before you leave, just move your finger, use that little like button. We would greatly appreciate it. Appreciate everybody being here for the playoff run. Celtics up 3-1. Late night tonight with Dan Greenberg. We got Sam LaFrance from How About Them Celtics. We got Wayne Spooney, who are always happy to see. Everybody, appreciate you. Till next time, go Celtics.
Peace.